Hello everyone, welcome back to another Tiller's Bourbon Challenge. I'm Katie, we've got Randy of course, and tonight we're blessed to have with us Richard. So here we go.
All right, so tonight me and Richard are going to do a blind test for Elijah Craig. The thing about Elijah Craig is he was the first person in 1789 to char his barrels,
Okay.
Which that is how bourbon came about.
All right.
Before that, they were just all different whiskeys.
So using the charred oak barrels to age it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
neat.
that's why he's known as the
Father of bourbon.
awesome.
Amen.
Salute.
Yeah, thanks, Father.
Pretty cool.
So we've got 3 different ones we're going to try.
Okay.
And yes, I know they're all a little different from each other. That's the great thing about these blind tests. You never know what you're going to pick. We've picked things that we were totally wrong on.
Yep.
It blew our mind away.
Yep.
Right.
So we'll see on this one.
Yeah, we're going to start off, we got the small batch, which is,
Now, you said start off. We don't know which.
yeah, well, this is one of them. We don't know
Right,
which is which.
right.
We don't know which is which.
But the small batch is one of them. And this is 94 proof.
Okay.
And that's kind of like the standard
Yeah,
Elijah
that's the
Craig.
standard. We'll talk more about it later
Yeah.
once we get into it.
Got it.
And then
A little
the
bit left, not much.
second up is the Toasted Barrel Elijah Craig, which is also 94 proof. And we'll talk more about that here in a minute also.
But you can tell we like it. It's always
Yeah.
Yeah,
These aren't new bottles.
This is definitely one of our favorites.
Oh, yeah.
And our third one is the Barrel Proof Elijah Craig,
Okay.
which this one is the 118 proof batch B521. And the reason why I say that is because they only come out 3 times a year and they're all different.
Okay.
And so I've had this one since, like I said, since 21.
So it's aged 2 years on your shelf. On top of ever how long it was aged before. I like it.
So we'll talk more about it in a second.
That's got a pretty color.
Yes.
Barrel proof.
All right, so let's get this started.
All
We'll
right,
start off with blue.
Yep, blue sounds
Start
good.
with the blue.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ah, yeah.
Nice.
Great smell. A lot of vanilla right away.
Mm-hmm. Vanilla, and I taste a little bit of fruity. Oh, not taste, but
Your scent.
my scent. I get a little fruit.
And
to
just
it as well.
A slight hint of oak there. All right. A lot of oak taste when you first taste
Yes.
it.
And that hits kind of strong too, but it goes down smooth. Hits kind of hits strong, but goes down smooth.
And the the finish is real nice on it.
Yep.
At least the first sip was.
But it's got some heat all the way through, in the mouth, back of the throat, and all the way down. It's got a good little heat to it all the way through. But it's also sweet.
Yeah, that second sip got more of a burn that time. Great though. I mean, spread through evenly like you want in a good bourbon.
Yeah, I let that first sip ride in the mouth for a minute
Yeah.
before I swallowed it. Woo, that's got some heat to it, but it's good.
It's the kind of heat you want.
Yes.
Okay, well, starting off, I already liked the first one.
It's
Put this over here.
heated oak with a little bit of fruit flavor to it and a little bit of caramel to it. That's what I'm
Yeah,
tasting.
I taste. That's exactly what I got.
Yep.
The caramel's more on the back end of it.
Yes. That's why I mentioned it last.
Yeah,
And it's got that heat all the way through.
I'll evenly distributed.
Yes.
Through.
It doesn't just, where you feel it all the way
Yeah.
down, it's just smooth all the way down.
All the way down.
Like it.
The first sip I had, it was a little less on the end. The second sip, I got it smooth all the way through. Smooth burn all the way through.
I like that.
Okay.
All right, ready to move on to pink?
After I get a little sip here.
All right, we'll do this one more time.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the pink ones.
Pink.
Still, like I said before,
Can't smell the second.
the second time around, it's always the second ones after you drink the first one. It's really hard to smell.
Right.
I do get a little bit of hint of it though.
Yeah.
It's
I think this one's a little less of a hit. It's going to be a little less hit to it anyway. Smell that with the mouth open. It's hard to do.
Yeah, it is.
It's unnatural.
Yeah. A little bit of the charred oak I can smell, just a tad. I don't know if you got that or not.
Oak, sweet, fruity flavor.
Right off the bat.
A little bit of. I think I taste a little more vanilla. I don't get the caramel in this one. I get more vanilla, and it definitely does not have the heat that one does.
Yeah.
The first one,
Right.
Blue's got a lot more heat to it.
But it does have some heat to it though.
Got some,
And
but
it's
not near as strong as that first one.
I get more of a heat toward the back end on that one.
Yeah,
And a real strong oak taste toward the very beginning.
very, very strong. A lot stronger oak taste than the first one, and get that fruity taste and a little bit of vanilla, but it doesn't have that burn all the way through. But that good burn all the way through.
Good even burn all the way through.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that had more of a, Blue had more of a burn all the way through. This
Right.
one only has it on the back end.
The back end.
Yeah.
That's what yeah.
My opinion, let me take over yours.
No, that's exactly what I was thinking. Kind of worded it just perfect for me.
I do talk for a living, so you pick up boxes for a living. I run my mouth for a living. It's going to be a little different. And that's all good.
It all works. All right.
That's good. I like it though.
We're going to move on to clear. I'm almost in my head thinking, I think I know what exactly.
Trying to guess which one's which.
Now, if this one doesn't taste what I think it tastes like, then I don't really know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a feeling I know which one that is. These two may be a little.
Yeah. That could be wrong.
Could be wrong.
This has happened before. Ooh, I can actually smell a little more sweetness in that one.
Yeah. I was about to say the exact same thing.
All right.
Oh yeah. Not as oaky
Yeah.
as the second one.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't have that fruitiness either. At least maybe my palate needs to be cleansed a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm right with you on that.
First two had a little bit of fruitiness to it. This one so far hasn't had that.
It's more of a burn going down than anything.
I don't get you get the oak taste, the
I
charred
definitely
oak
got
taste, and just a slight hint of fruit. But that's about all I get.
Yeah, I thought I'd be able to know what's what.
So it's mostly the oak is overpowering every other taste.
No, it just doesn't have.
Well, it's not overpowering.
No.
It's just you can distinguish it better.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm sorry.
There's more
Misworded.
flavor to these first two than
Right.
this last one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
think
good. It's good, but
when we go to second round,
too, I think.
we get a better feel for what we got.
All right.
All right, we go back to blue.
Yep. Go back to blue.
All right. Oh god, it smells good still. I can smell that perfect. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what a bourbon. That's what you want a bourbon to smell like, just like that.
That's got a lot of flavor to it, and it's got a good heat, and it's got a lot of flavor to it.
Yes, that is.
It's got that fruitiness. It's got that caramel on the back end. That's really good.
And the char from the oak is just perfect.
Yep. That's a good balanced
Yeah.
bourbon.
You know how some you drink it and the charred part just stands out too much.
Yes.
And then sometimes you don't taste it. I always like, bourbon should have that taste. This is just perfect.
Yep.
Very
Yeah.
balanced.
Well, that's gonna be my number one so far.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
It's got a little bit of everything that you want out of a bourbon.
Yes, I would say if someone drank this and didn't like it, then they're not really a bourbon
Nope.
drinker at all.
Nope.
I don't care what your favorite is. If you don't like this, I'm not saying that you got to be in love with it. But
No.
if you don't like this,
If you don't appreciate it,
yeah, if you don't appreciate it, you're not a bourbon drinker.
no, that's good.
Okay, now these last two
Yep.
are pretty.
He's like, The last two. It's like, how am I going to beat that one? Oh, do we really have to go through the rest of them?
You've already picked your winner, so you got to figure which one's
So far, this is
last.
definitely number one. All right, now we're going to try to it. Is it possible we could have a tie for second? That's never happened before.
Or tie for last.
I mean, yeah. Either way, I guess.
Yeah.
I couldn't think that any of them would be bad because they're all Elijah Craig. But
No. I wouldn't turn any of these down. As you see, I'm drinking it. I wouldn't turn any of them
Yeah,
down.
these are very sought after bourbons.
Yeah, went to the steak store Monday to get another bottle of Elijah Craig because mine was so low, and they didn't have a single Elijah Craig on the shelf.
of any kind.
Any kind. Regular, or the small batch, toasted barrel, nothing. Rye, not a single bottle. I'm like, I know it's popular, but did they run out of barrels?
Yeah, you would think it marketing sense it'd be very smart just to keep it stocked.
Right. People obviously want it. They should have it available.
It's good. That's good. I don't get this. The first time we did it, it was really oaky. The second time, it's not.
It's not as flavorful the second time. I mean, it's still good. You know, to put the words right, it's got more of the, I don't know what. Let me try this again before I say the wrong thing.
I think we're looking for the taste of that first one, and we're not getting it, and it's
I think that's it.
and it's kind of depressing.
Yeah.
To let down.
It's good though. It's good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Compared, no. Get this last one, so I can maybe distinguish who would come in second between these last two.
The last one here. Ooh, it still smells really nice. Really nice. A lot of, let's see, kind of a cinnamon flavor to it.
Not getting
Smell.
cinnamon. I'm getting
They don't taste like it smells. Let's put that way.
no, not at all.
That's the one that you said had a lot of oak.
And it still has
clear.
a lot of oak to
It still has a lot of oak to it.
The back taste to it is very oaky.
Yep.
In a good way, oaky.
Right, right.
Wow, that's
That's it does have a lot of the charred oak that they're known for.
Yeah.
It's definitely in that last one. I think I know which one's which.
I think I know which one's which too, but I'm not positive.
All right, so
Like I said, it is the farther
but that is a little more oaky than what I like.
Yeah, a little more oaky than that. Now, if I had it on its own,
Yeah.
like maybe over an ice ball and let it sit there for a while, it's around.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Oh yeah. Get that little water in it after.
Yeah, you know, the water a lot of times makes that little flavor come out.
Exactly.
And like I said, a lot of these bourbon companies recommend just a touch of water to it, if not over ice.
Like the mixers we did a few episodes ago, that they say it's better over ice.
Yeah.
And it
And
definitely
it is. We tried it both ways, and we liked it the other way.
All right, I think
I'm
I've got
ready.
mine. I'm gonna go
Blue, so
blue, and I'm gonna go pink second.
just like the order they're in.
Yep.
That's the order we drank them too.
Yep.
That is unbelievable. So what is third? What is clear?
Clear is the toasted barrel.
That's what I thought it was
Because
too. It's more oaky.
It's so oaky. Yep.
And it's the middle one there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, toasted. What they do is after it's matured, they pour it into a second barrel that's toasted and let it sit there for a while. And that's what gives it the toasted taste, and I guess more the charred taste we could taste.
Yeah.
But here where we live, this is an allocated bourbon. It's hard to get, and so I will still try to get it in the future. I like it. It's not.
But that would be better over the ice ball.
It would be
sure.
better for ice.
For my taste.
Yeah.
Others
I
out
agree.
there may completely disagree, and that's your prerogative, but that's my opinion.
Right. So second was pink.
That's a small batch.
I was already grabbing it.
Yeah, I kind of figured that's what it was. Yeah, but you know, sometimes we guess these things and we're totally wrong what they are. The small batch is probably the most popular. You know, it's handcrafted by the master distillers, put together. and they do a great job. This is one of the more popular grabs out there. This one is on the shelves at our store.
It's popular because it's cheaper.
It is cheaper.
These other two.
than the
Yeah.
other two. Yeah. It's like around the $30-something range.
32, 33 here. Yeah.
Yeah.
About that.
And so this is usually on the shelf, but like he said, it was not on the shelf where he went.
Okay.
Nope.
So our winner is
Barrel proof.
the barrel proof, which is also allocated to where we live. It's very hard to get. It's very popular. There's people out there, this is the one that they want. You know, this is their favorite. And I would love to have all three. They have three every year, beginning of the year, the middle of the year, toward the end. And
About every 4 or 5 months, you say?
yeah, well, it's got three numbers on it. The letter B means it's the second one, so this was in the middle of the year. 5 is for the month, and 21 is for the year. So this is B521. And like I said, they're all different proofs each time they come out. And this was one of the lower proofs when it came out. Since they started in 2013 with these, it was 118.2 proof. And I think they've had one that's a little lower since then, but they usually range right around 130. And
I don't know if I'd like that.
and I think the one that's out now is like 120 something. I haven't got my hands on it yet, but I'm working on it.
You get over 130, you're starting to get into the really strong range.
And when I do get my hands on the next one, we'll do a proof between this one and that one and see which one's actually better.
So this was bottled 12 years non-chilled.
Yeah, it's aged 12 years,
Yep.
which that's
And as you
perfect.
say, they don't do any variety in their bottles. Their
No.
bottles are all the same.
Bottle's exactly the same. The only difference is the bottom sticker.
Yep.
But
Triplets.
triplets. They do have one more, but it is a rounded bottle. But unfortunately, again, it's allocated for it. And eventually, I'll get my hands on one of those also,
So first, second, third,
just like it is.
just like
All
it is.
right.
And
All right.
and this was a great challenge. We love Elijah Craig. This is one of our go-tos. The small batches usually always have it somewhere.
Yep.
And first time I ever drank it was like, I loved it immediately.
And I gotta wait on my steak store to get more in. That's sad right there. That is
Yeah.
very sad. All right.
All right. Well, this was the Father of Bourbon Elijah Craig challenge. And we salute. Until next time.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, thanks again so much for being with us. We're thankful for you all. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and we'll see you again.